Hey Groovy babies, welcome to Groovy Roller Skate. I'm Ashay, your main groovy girl, and I help beginner skaters get their groove on, trying to make skating accessible for everyone out there, no matter the age, size, or skill. Today we have something super exciting because I am going to be introducing you all to the Groove Foundation series. This is part 1 of 4 parts of this course. Today I'm going to teach you 3 groovy moves that every skater should learn first. These aren't fancy, they're foundational. So without further ado, let's groove. So the first move that I always like to teach beginners is the zero. Okay, the zero is probably one of the easiest but the most important moves because it teaches you how to balance, pivot, and shift. Okay, let's hop right into it. I'm going to show you what the moves look like and then we can break it down. You're going to be down on your heel and shift. Stop. Heel, shift. Stop. Now, I know it looks a little bit complicated, but once we break it down, you'll be getting it in no time. The biggest thing you want to focus on is what your upper body is doing and how your feet are moving. You need to be using your shoulder in order to pivot. So you have your heel out, you're going to shift your body to the left. So we're going to heel out, shift. Let's just start there for now. We're going to pop up the left heel up, shift. Heel up, shift. You see how moving my upper body? That's super, super important, okay? You wanna think about shifting your shoulders here to here, okay? Here, 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 here. Let's do it again. Heel out, shift. My upper body is doing it. Use your hands to help you turn as well. There's nothing wrong with that. If anything, it looks better. We're gonna pop up our left heel. We're gonna shift to the right. Shift. Recenter. Right heel, up. Shift to the left. Bam. Recenter. Left heel up. Shift to the right. Here. Woo! Gotcha. So all that you need to focus on is what that upper body is doing for now, okay? That's our first step. Now we want to start focusing on how we're going to get that movement in, okay? Because that's what really makes it cool. Again, the biggest thing, your bent knees, what your shoulders are doing, and the bounce. Think about the bounce. That is what makes everything look good. Soft knees, hey. Soft knees, hey. Soft knees, hey. Oh, you know what? That's actually something that can help you learn to pivot too. If you want to start with the basics without popping up your heel and all that, if you're in that level, just try a nice shuffle. That's going to help you learn how to pivot too. So if you keep your knees bent soft, you're going to put your weight into your heels and we're going to shift. Shift to the right, center. Shift to the left, center. Shift, center, shift, center. But not too much. It's a micro lift, okay? So don't hurt yourself trying to do heel manuals. Not yet. Then we're gonna focus on the glide. Same concept, pop the heel out. Now we're gonna shift, but we're going to allow ourselves to roll back. Heel out, use those shoulders, shift. And then to stop, we're gonna plow stop. Nice pigeon toe position here. And we're gonna go to this side. Another thing to take note of, whatever heel you have up, that's the direction you're going in. If my right heel's up, I'm going right. And then I want to stop. Right heel up, you're going to shift, and then we're going to stop. Left heel up, shift, and then we're going to stop. Right heel up, shift, and stop. This pigeon toe position is going to be what stops you. Be very, very, very mindful with that because if you do something else, it can get dangerous. Heel up, shift. To stop myself, I'm going pigeon toe. Heel up, shift, pigeon toe. Heel, shift, pigeon toe. If you need to, right leg out, shift, pigeon toe. Left foot out, shift, pigeon toe. Out, shift, pigeon toe. Out, shift, pigeon toe. Pretty cool, huh? It's really not all that complicated. The biggest thing that people struggle with is stopping and really getting a good glide. So the biggest thing that I can tell you is that when you have your foot out, that's why I like my heel up too, because that gives me that initial momentum that I need. Heel out, shift, heel, shift, pigeon toe. And that is move number 1 for you. It's really important that you give yourself time with these moves, okay? If you need to, keep your feet grounded, take your time with the movement, and you will get there. Now let's move on to move number 2. Next up, we have a dribbles. One of my personal favorites that everyone should learn because it looks so dang on cool. It's perfect to help your knees, it's perfect to help your rhythm, and it's really great for transitional movements. So this is gonna be a great foundation for those of you that are trying to learn how to really improve your bounce in those soft knees. So dribbles are going to be kind of like a moonwalk if you're familiar with that, but there's an extra step to it that makes it look really bouncy and groovy. So the way that I like to teach people is to first have a good lunge. When you have your lunge, have a nice foundation, okay? You can put your toe stop down for now because all we're gonna focus on is shifting and lifting. So when you have your leg out, you're going to shift it out and you're gonna place that foot down. As soon as that front foot goes down, this back foot is going up. So you're gonna pull that other leg out, place it down, and then shift. Now that heel is up. Pull it up, place it down, lift. Pull it up, place it down, lift. Pull it, place it, lift it. Pull it, place it, lift it. Same vibe as like a moonwalk. Now, there's more to it because the way that you really make it look good is how well you can actually lift and bounce. Lift and bounce. You see my knees? They are bent. And it looks so dang on good. It looks like I'm not even trying, but you are. It is a lot of work. So if you're looking like this at first, don't you worry, we've all been there. I've looked like that in the beginning phases too. Big thing. You need to think about removing those toe stops. I know, it's scary, but the toe stops kind of get in the way of the movement. So if you have toe stops in, you're gonna get stopped like here versus having a nice smooth roll. But it's all up to you and how comfortable you feel. If you want to, you could take baby steps and just remove one toe stop. That's what I did. And then you can advance to the next toe stop. Whatever is most comfortable for you. You're gonna start in your lunge. Now, another thing is that you're not gonna be starting all the way back here. Really, it kind of starts more of like right here. It's close together. So let's bring it in a little closer. Have a micro bend. Lift it, place it, lift, bounce, lift, bounce. You're gonna pull it out, lift. Now you're shifting your weight into that front leg. Same thing on the other side. Pull it up, place it down. All the weight is in this other leg. Pull it, place it. Pull it, place it. Now, the secret sauce, the juice, the swag, the groove is all in your hips. That's what makes it look really groovy. When I'm doing this movement, I'm not only going like this. See how that looks? You look crazy. Where you going? Have a good bend. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You gotta rock them hips and wave and see it. Rock them hips and wave and see it. Down, up, down. You see the hips? You gotta move and groove. Have a nice bend and bounce inside of the movement. That's what makes it look really good. Boop, boo, doo, 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 doo. Doo, 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 doo. It's a really good move. If you wanted to practice one move, it'll be this right here, okay? Very last move. Not as fun, but probably the most important thing. And I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I really don't practice this as much as I should. But this is why I'm telling you here and now, because it's something that I wish I did when I started out. And that's gonna be your manuals. Yep, I know, girl. I don't want to do it either. But if you do not get used to being on your toes, being on your heels, you're gonna struggle pretty hard to get some of the more advanced movements. So let's go ahead and break down these manuals. Truth be told, they're not the funnest to practice, but they're gonna be super important to how smooth and controlled you look. So we gotta drill them. To start off, a big thing that I like to teach is a simple heel toe manual, right? So think about shifting like this, bam, bam. Now we wanna add a manual to that, okay? And that's gonna be, when you're gonna shift out, you're gonna go heel toe, hold it for a second, heel toe, pull it together, heel toe, pull it together. It's a cute little scissor motion that you can get used to and understand those edges. Bam, bam, bam. Pretty simple and to the point. The hard part is gonna be those toe manuals. Yeah, girl, we gotta do them. Let's start from back here. Hopefully I don't die because there's a bunch of debris. When you're doing your toe manuals, it's probably best to have a little bit of momentum so that you don't fall forward. So when I'm practicing them, I like to have a stagger and I can maneuver however I need to. Now this is the worst spot to practice this actually. So while you're rolling, just do a quick pop up on those toes and practice shifting, turning, and really getting used to what it feels like to be on your toes. This is going to be really important later on in the game. And I wish I knew that because my toe manuals are rough. Another thing that I wish I would have practiced was not necessarily keeping it out here, because nobody does a toe spin all the way out here. But if you keep it close, that's more like what your heel toe spin is going to feel like. So yeah, that's your heel toe manual. That's what you should be practicing. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. The more you keep your head up, you keep your core tight, the better it'll become. Do as many shifts on your toes as you can. And that is it, y'all. Those are the 3 fundamentals that will build a strong foundation so that you can look super groovy. So this is just proof that you don't need super complicated moves in order to look really good while you're skating. You just need a couple of really good foundational movements that'll help you get to the next level. And also these moves are super amazing because you can make a flow with them, which we will be doing in part 2 of the series, and we'll add a little secret move in there too next week. So make sure you're tuned in, that you have the notifications on, and that you're subscribed, because this series is going to give you everything you need to get started and start looking really, really good. Also, if you need extra help or encouragement, motivation, whatever, make sure that you click the link in the description to join a private community that I built for skaters just like you, where we help motivate, encourage, and all grow together. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and click the link and you can join us inside of the private community. I also have a bunch of other tutorials in there that will help you level up, and it's absolutely free. So there's no excuse. Thank you so much for skating with me today. I will see you all in the next video. As always, stay groovy. Peace.